Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you guys on how to bypass the AC compressor on this 2000 Ford F-350 with the 5.4 liter Triton engine. Okay, it's very simple. Seen some videos online where they're kind of all over the place, so I just want to put it all together into one video for you guys to make it a lot easier. So the first thing you're going to need is one of these two belts, and definitely this idler pulley with the ribs in it. This is the old pulley that was in there, which was smooth, which needs to be replaced with a ribbed one because of the way these belts are going to be redirected. Okay, now most people online use the 795K8, but from what I've seen, some of them struggle with getting this on, which seems to be awfully tight. You know, I know you want it snug, I know you want it tight, but they're having an issue putting these on, so I went with this one. The numbers just mean 80.5 inches long, 79.5 inches long, so this one's an inch bigger than this one roughly. And the 8 stands for the 8 ribs. Okay, some of you might have 6 ribs, so this number would just change to K6. Okay, so here's what I use to remove the old pulley. 13mm socket. This is the bolt that holds that pulley in, and this is the bolt that's going to be holding the new pulley into place, so nothing changes there. So I already showed you this part. I took the old serpentine belt off like you normally would do. 1/2-inch socket into the tensioner. You pull that serpentine belt off like you normally would if you're replacing it. That's not a big deal. I'm going to kind of show you on which way this belt is going to be redirected, if I can get this glare out of here and trying to zoom in a little better. Okay, so the older one, or the one that comes on the vehicle with the AC unit, this is how it's directed. Okay, down from the alternator, around the power steering, water pump, crankshaft, tensioner. Okay, then it goes AC unit, AC compressor, and then idler and back up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to eliminate this part of it. Obviously, we're going to come around the water pump, down the crankshaft, around the tensioner, over the idler pulley, and over the alternator, just like it is. That's the reason why you have to change this one to a ribbed pulley, because of the way this is going to be redirected. So everything on this side stays the same. As it comes down around the crankshaft, goes by the tensioner, over the idler, and then back over the alternator. Okay, so that's pretty easy. They're pretty straightforward. So I'm going to go ahead and install this on the truck, the new pulley, and try to put this down where you guys could see what I'm doing. But let me get a light here. Here we go. That's that. And there it is right there. That's where that's going to go. So now the idler, let me just show you that, or the pulley. So I'm going to put this part in. You see how there's like, it's not, this side is kind of flush. This side kind of sinks in. So this is the side that's going to go towards the engine, just like this. Okay. So that's just going to slide right over that. Okay. And we'll just take that bolt, trying to do this with one hand here. Okay, got that on by hand. Tighten it as much as I can before I put the socket on it, and tighten it. Okay, and there it is. It's running freely. Now I know the air compressor was an issue because everything else is pretty much loose and spinning freely with no issues. So I got that part in. Now, let me see if I can get this belt on with one hand and still keep the video going. All right. And one more time, in case you guys didn't get it, these are the part numbers. All right. So this 231053, 231053 is the pulley, and then you could use either one of these belts. Again, I'm going to try to use this 805. Seems like everybody else they used the 795. It was awfully tight. I know that's what you want, but a little bit of play will help me getting this one on. But as long as it's still tight enough where it's not going to come off. All right, guys, I'm sorry about that, but I'm trying to do it with one hand. Trying to hold the phone at the same time just ain't going to cut it. So I'll show you briefly. I haven't put in the pry bar or the breaker bar on the pulley yet, or the tensioner, but I kind of got the belt in there. I'll give you a better view once I get it on the truck the way it should be. All right, guys, here we go. I did have to stop the video because I just couldn't do it with one hand. I tried, and the video was not going to come out as good as I want it to come out. So here it is. The belt is installed. Okay, you can see the new pulley there. It is nice and snug. You know what I mean? It's on there. It ain't coming off, you know, for sure. And I did use the 805 K8. And I'm telling you right now, my application, I would not be able to get this 795 K8 in at all. For yours, you might be able to use it. I don't know if these trucks sometimes, you know, the alternator could be off a little bit. The idler, not the idler pulley, but the tensioner might be off a little bit, and you might be able to use the other belt. But for my application, I had to use the 805 K8. Okay, so there it is. It's complete. Go ahead and give it a crank, Jacob. And there you see it. I think my battery is low, as you can tell. I need to charge that up. But other than that, cranks over and it's spinning freely with no issues. So thank you for watching the video. I hope it helps, and stay tuned for future videos. Thank you.